In this video, I'm going to be going over the huge market crash happening right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. As you guys know, we did get these new generational packs yesterday in Myteam that were I kind of have mixed opinions on the packs. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the new content drop with all the generational cards. I don't think it's maybe as crazy as good as we all thought it would be, but I still think there's some good cards in here. Like, I like Shea a lot. I think he's a great point guard. Jalen Green's okay. Vince Carter's super amazing, but obviously the big name was the invincible Tracy McGrady, and that's going to be one of the main reasons why the market is fairly low right now, because we know invincibles are coming in Myteam. You know, they're going to be dropping every single Friday drop, maybe one or two. We'll have to see how many they want to do every single Friday. But yeah, this card's going for easily 2.5 or easily over 2 mil. I would say probably closer to 2.5 mil, and that's going to be crazy expensive for one single card. Is he the most expensive card in the game? I know Yao Ming was about 3 mil. I think him and Yao are very, very similar in price. I would say Yao's probably about maybe 1.5 for a base Yao, maybe 1.5 to 2, and T-Mac's going to be about 2 to 2.5 mil, you know, MT. So the most expensive card in the game is going to be this invincible T-Mac, but I'll just be going over when's the best time to be buying cards. You know, should you guys be selling your cards? Because there's going to be a huge market crash coming this Monday with the new super packs. If you guys don't know, they always drop that season super packs on Monday. So for example, last season we got the season 5 super packs, which are these ones right here. We got them on Monday on the last week of the season, and there's only 5 days left in the season. So Monday, these packs will be dropping at 11 a.m. Eastern time, this season 6 super packs. And what those are going to be is every single card that dropped in season 6. So Yao Ming, Ben Simmons, Luka, Tim Thomas, Bol, you know, Kevin Durant, I don't know, Kyle Kuzma, Dwight Howard, Kawhi, you know, KG, Ron Artest, Jokic. Every single card that dropped in season 6 will be put into those season 6 super packs, and that's when the market just goes down like crazy. So I'll talk about that later here in a second, what you guys should do to kind of prepare for that. But just looking at the market right now, some cards that notably that I saw that are crazy cheap compared to what they used to be is this Galaxy Opal AK-47. He was always about at least 55-60,000 MT, and now I've seen him consistently around the 30,000 MT mark. Yeah, you can see right here, AK-47 is 30,000 MT. That is such good value for AK, for a card that was easily over 50k. I would say most likely 55 to 60k most times, and sometimes even as high as 80-90,000 MT. If you look at a card from season 5, you look at the Galaxy Opal Ricky Davis, he was once again always 60, 70, 80,000 MT, and he, just like AK, has dropped a crazy amount around 40,000 MT. If you look at some of the hero cards, right, you look at Scalabrini from the Tuesday drops, he was easily around the 100,000 MT mark, and now he's 70 to 75k. Like, he was about 100 to 110k. He might go back up to that price because he's such a good small forward, so maybe he's worth buying. I'm not 100% sure if he'll go back up in price on maybe Sunday, but right now he's about 75,000 MT, so he's a lot lower than he normally is. If we look at Thurl Bailey, he was most likely like 60, 70, maybe even 80,000 MT on high days, and now he's about 35 to 40,000 MT. So a lot of these Galaxy Opal cards have dropped in price. Now the dark matters I don't think have gone down a crazy amount. Like, if we look at a Tim Thomas, he might be around the same price, a little bit cheaper. You know, I think across the board, like, Luka might be a little bit cheaper as well. I would say, like, across the board, the market's down a tiny bit, like a decent amount for the dark matters, but it has completely crashed if we're talking about like the Galaxy Opals, right? You look at a Kyle Kuzma hero Kuzma was about 50k normally. Like, I would say on average he was about 50,000, maybe 60,000 MT. He's down to about 30k. You look at Pink Diamond Peter, a card that was, you know, 50, 60k. Once again, I would say Peter was about 50k, you know, on average. Where's Peter? In the Elemental set, he was about 50k. Now you can find him for under 30,000 MT. Like, so a lot of these Galaxy Opals and top Pink Diamond cards have gone down about 20, 30, 40,000 MT. So if you're looking to pick up any of those cards, might be not a bad idea. And then, like I said, a lot of the dark matters might be around the same price. Some might be a little bit cheaper. Like, if we look at the top cards in the game, like Bol, I know he was pretty expensive. It's kind of hard to see his price. So I would say, like, across the board, the market's down quite a bit, you know, for the dark matters, but mainly for the Galaxy Opals and those Pink Diamonds. The market is super, super low. Like, Ron Artest is only about 200k. You look at a card like Taco Fall, he might have taken one of the biggest hits, and it's kind of going untalked about. Like, Taco Fall is under 150k. He's around 150,000 MT. You can see this one right here has 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. and he's only at 100k. Like, I've seen multiple taco falls and for under 150,000 MT, so he's going to be extremely cheap. It might not be a bad idea if you want the card to go ahead and pick him up. But now to talk about the super packs and how that's going to be affecting the market and when you guys should be looking to sell your cards. So I'd say right now the market's still fairly low, right? Saturday at around, I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern time when I'm recording this video. So what I would recommend doing personally is waiting until probably Sunday day or evening to go ahead and sell your cards if you guys want to. Not saying you guys have to. If you're still playing the game and you want to keep some of your favorite cards and cards you enjoy using, then definitely go ahead and just keep your cards. But what I'm saying is if you wanted to sell your cards on Sunday at around maybe 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time, just sometime throughout the afternoon and the evening for whatever time that is for you, or just if you want to go off Eastern time, I think that's going to be a decent time to sell, just because of the fact that it's going to be a little bit, the market's going to be a little bit higher than it is right now. It still might not be super expensive. It might not go back up to where it used to be, you know, before these new packs. But the reason why you want to sell your cards is because, at least going off last season, when the season 5 super packs dropped, every card from season 5 completely tanked, including the dark matters, but mainly the galaxy opals and the pink diamonds just completely tanked. So I wouldn't be surprised to see like an AK-47, you know, he might go back up to like 40, 50k, you know, on Sunday. And then I wouldn't be surprised if he's 20, 25k, you know, cards like Scalabrini. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes down to like 50,000 MT on Monday and Tuesday when the super packs do get dropped. So that's what I'd recommend doing personally, is selling your cards most likely on Sunday, whether it's afternoon, whether it's evening. Just get rid of your cards, you know, stack up MT and just wait for the new season to drop. I mean, the week following, or the week previous to the new season, I don't think I said that right, but the week before the new season drops, there's nothing really to do in my team. Everyone's kind of just waiting for the new season to come out. No one's really even playing the game that much. So what I'd recommend doing is Sunday, sell your guys' team if you want to, sell some cards you guys want to, just stack up on as much MT as possible, because once we go into the new season, that's where stuff's going to get crazy with these invincibles, because we've only seen one invincible, and that was Tracy McGrady. But now what happens when we see invincible LeBron, invincible MJ, invincible Giannis? These crazy invincible cards will start coming out a lot faster than you guys expect, and that's when the market just completely tanks. Once we get multiple invincible cards on the auction house, we get invincible T-Mac. Let's say next week we get Kobe, the following week we get LeBron, then we get Giannis, then we get Pippen and Magic in the same content drop. Now they start doing 2 invincibles at the same time. Then we get Kareem and Kawhi, then we get Shaq and, I don't know, Curry, right? And then as soon as that starts happening, and all these, and that's only in the span of like a month, right? And then once all these cards get on the auction house, that's when the market is just going to be like so flooded with all the other cards in the game that the market's going to be so much lower. So that's what I like to do, especially before a new season drops, but especially now once we're going to be getting invincible cards. Maybe they go to 2 a drop right away in season 7. Maybe they give us 2 invincibles on Friday, you know, this Friday coming up with season 7 dropping. I'm not 100% sure, but that's just my opinion of what you guys should be doing with your cards right now and what's going to be happening in the future with the market. But let me know in the comment section down below what cards you guys are planning on buying, what cards you guys are planning on selling, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.